So in the previous lecture we will discuss about what is organizing, what is the definition of organizing. Okay, now we will in this today's discussion we will discuss about what is the importance of organizing. It what organizing will do. Organizing will establish the pattern of relationship by giving duties and responsibilities to the individual and group. So basically in organizing what you are going to do, we will assign the duties and as well as we will assign the responsibilities to individual or a group of person or a team over there. Okay, so when you will assign their duties and responsibilities, it is clear to them that what they have to do, okay, and what are their responsibilities. It also helps to achieve the organizational goal by facilitating good administration. It helps for optimum use of resources like man, machinery, and material. When you are properly organized the things as per your plan, once your plan is over, then what you are going to do, we are going to allocate the resources. That resources may be, say, machinery may be there, material may be there, human resources may be there, financial resource may be there. So we can optimally use the resources. So this is possible only when you are properly organize it. It provides adequate communication. Also, when duties and responsibilities are mentioned, at that time there is a adequate communication between the various team members as well as authority. A communication link, formal communication link is also established over there. It helps in effective use of the available manpower. So when proper organization is there, at that time you can properly use the manpower. Okay, allocate the manpower for a particular team or particular uh, task. It helps to initiate growth and diversification. This is again one of the most important thing related to the organizing, that it helps to initiate the growth and diversification. No, it helps in good human treatment of employee. So that is also a good benefit for this one. It simulates creativity among the worker as responsibility is on the shoulders of that worker. Okay, and they are responsible for what they are doing. So what happened? The creative ideas will come. We are already given the responsibilities to the worker, so they will try to find out the ways, new ways for doing the things or for doing the task in the easier manner. Okay, so definitely the creativity among the worker will increases. It helps to minimize the wastage, confusion, corruptions and efficiencies as we allocated the duties and responsibilities to the person or the to team. So definitely the wastage will minimum, confusion will minimum as you have clearly defined the communication channel. Okay, corruption will decreases because duties and responsibilities are already allocated and efficiency is also decreases there. Now, what is the role of supervisor in organizing? Organizing of physical resources is very important activity. For this work is required to be divided among the workers so that they can perform a specialized portion. This activity will provide the clarity of the job assignment. It will help the worker to increase their skill set. Okay, so one of the thing is that is the authority. Supervisor have the right to give orders, that is authority. Okay, so the role of the supervisor is over what? He will give the orders. So he has the authority. They are also liable to accept the responsibilities for whether the work is done correctly or not. The status of the work done shall be communicated to the higher level of the management. This is first role. Second role is what? Supervisors are responsible for extracting the discipline among the worker. So this is also, he is responsible for whether the discipline among the worker is not available or not there. Then supervisors are also responsible for building the moral among the worker. Supervisors are also responsible for building the discipline as well as moral. They must also offer loyalty, cooperation towards worker while organizing the resources. The unity of command requires the worker to report only to one supervisor. If they report to more than one supervisor, it will create confusion and conflict among them. So this is one more important thing over there, that there should be the unity of command. Okay, the worker should report to only one person, one supervisor. If there are multiple supervisors, then that creates the confusion and that may unnecessary delays the production also. Then it is also necessary that all individuals, including manager, supervisor, must have their personal interest at as a last priority. Okay, this is very important. Personal interest is not entertained in the organization. If personal interest is entertained, then definitely that will result into the problems, that will create the problem. Okay, and you are not able to get achieve the organizational goal. Workers shall be paid according to their quality of the work instead of favoring selected person of supervisor manager of choice. Okay, so you need to just consider this factor over there. The workers payment is based on the quality, that should not be based on the favorism. Okay, there should not, you are not supposed to allow the favorism. If you are going to allow the favorism, then the total organization system may get collapse. Orders instruction shall flow down through the chain of command, that is from higher manager to the supervisor. Formal communication and complaints are in the upward move in the upward direction in the same channel. Okay, so there may be a only single formal channel, that is from management, top management side to the middle management to the supervisor, and supervisor to the worker. And if there are certain complaints or there may be certain suggestions, that also go in the through the same channel from downwards to the upward direction. Employees are to be treated equally and fairly. Okay, so any person who is working over there should be treated with the same manner. Okay, equality will be there and fair, all these should be treated fairly. Supervisor shall encourage initiative among the workers. Okay, so supervisor always try to motivate the worker. He will always encourage the initiative so that the workers will give the suggestion, they will give you good feedbacks and all these things. Okay, so in the next lecture we will discuss about the process of organizing